So this morning, I sort of ended up sitting in my car. I just wanted to sit somewhere else rather than sit in the house, um, like a change of scenery. It wasn't like I wanted to get away from the family, of course, um, but sometimes it's nice to get away from the family. So I just sort of sat in the car. But initially, I thought it would give me a different view from staring out from another window in the kitchen. So I went and sat in the car, and then I thought I'd turn on the engine because it was a bit cold, and the battery said it needed charging. So I suddenly thought, well, here's a purpose in my life. I'll charge the battery. And if anyone asked, it wasn't because I was wanting to get away from my family and from the kids. It's because I needed to charge the battery up in the car. But I must admit, I didn't realise if you sit in the car, it doesn't really charge unless you drive it somewhere. So I was sitting there thinking about whether I needed to charge the battery up, and one of the kids came banging on the door saying, "What are you doing, Dad?" And I said, I'm not trying to get away from you, son. It's just that I needed to charge the battery." Not that I think he cared that I wasn't in the house, really. He just wondered what I was doing. Um, so I said, "I've got to go for a drive now. Do you want to come with?" So he said he didn't. So I drove it off. And it's interesting how one thing leads to another, because I wasn't really planning to charge the battery. I just wanted to look out the window and be away from my family for a short while. But, well, not really. I mean, it was just I thought they'd want to be away from me for a short while. In the pandemic, sometimes you need to fill the void in a different way, the emptiness. You got to find different solutions, and one of them was sitting in the car on my own. But now I was driving around, and I decided I might as well go to the supermarket to fill the void. And then I got to the supermarket, but I didn't have my mask, and I was a bit annoyed. But then I thought, well, at least I'm charging the engine of the car. And I drove back, and there was a certain sense of satisfaction because I charged the battery of the car, and I got away from the family, even though I missed them terribly. For a short while, I thought, well, maybe tomorrow I'll charge the battery a bit more, so that it doesn't go flat, and then I can sort of fill the void. Cheers.